Okay, folks. Let's see here. Good to go. I think we're good to go. Yep, looks like we're A-okay. So, howdy, folks, and welcome back to the Flying T-Bar-C. So, slight announcement. Changed plans from yesterday. And I'll say this at the end too. But I just realized, due to work scheduling and me working in retail and whatnot, there's a very good chance, or I'm actually scheduled off on Tuesday. But because of Thanksgiving, I was not going to be streaming on Tuesday, or on Thursday. So I am going to be rescheduling the Thursday streams, which is Throwback Thursday, to Tuesday. So we will have Throwback Thursday on Tuesday. I also may potentially be doing a Tuesday matinee of Tales of Arise or more Pokemon, because honestly I kind of want to do both. Probably Tales of Arise, that way I can get Pokemon moved to a more core day. So that is something that might be a thing. And hello, Terrapulse! It is good to see you. So let's go ahead and get this party going. Click that button, and here we are. We are resuming the chapter from where we left off, because this is a long map. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do a thing here. There we go. Okay. So now we've got our cavalry guys to start charging forward. As well. So that'll be handy. Turn 8 out of turn 15. We can potentially go for him. I think we're going to try. Depends on how quick we can knock all these guys down. Khalil, do your thing. Jeez, that's terrifying, actually. Nice, got a weapon level up. And that was a score. Javelin. And Har's getting a little bit of XP. And New Arm can just... Ooh, no, New Arm can't blast him. Let's see here. Jared! Go crazy! Makalov! Will she be able to actually kill him though? Ooh, no, probably not. I mean, we might. So, let's go Killing Edge. We did not get a crit. Killer Bow! Also no crit. +18 is 36. Yeah, let's go with that. Hey, Silver Great Lance. You know what? Actually, I can't do this. So if I do this and then rescue her with Neolucci, it'll be fine. Or Leth, for that matter. Because then Norm can go raw. Okay, hopefully that doesn't screw me on the gauge. Oh, crap. Beth, can you pick her up? Yes, you can. Rescue. And Joffrey should be fine. Yeah, let's heal the yellow boy. That's right. Yeah, do your thing. Yes, I'm pushing a ton of XP into Alencia. Because honestly, I'm gonna try. I might try. I'm gonna think I'm gonna legitly try to take her into the end game. Okay, well, he's probably gonna die within the next turn, but whatever, I guess. Really? Nice. Let's thin these jerks out. Oh, and there he goes. Goodbye, Mr. Yellow. Okay, Bowman is not going to get to do anything, but that's fine, I guess. Wow, that's kind of a crappy level up, Nevene. Yeah, if I do that, then I can move Muarum forward. And he can do hopefully a better job of starting to clear these guys out. Yes, let's use the Olivia Grass so his gauge doesn't run out. Physic? Oh. Man, you guys have all these killer weapons, and all of you are doing terrible with them. Nice. We'll move all those guys forward here soonish. Everybody there is fine. So Definite is really the only one that I can move at the moment. However, I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom real quick, guys. Alright, I am back and we are good to go. So, yeah, because then on the next turn, we will move these guys forward and we'll have them use their vulnaries and stuff. Not to mention those two are going to just end up probably getting themselves killed. Because that's what they seem to be good at. All I have to say is thank God for Moana. That's a good kill. Nice. Brown got a level up. Oh no! Yellows! Beware! You're probably gonna die. Crap. Let's see here. Dunvid. That was a good kill. I think Astrid still has the yep, she still has her Paragon skill, which doubles the XP that she gains. Oh god, no. That's a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible idea. Nice Valencia. Let's see here. And don't really need to use the physics again, so we'll leave it for now. Oh, crud. Okay, hopefully he doesn't get attacked a whole crap load, or else I might have just really screwed the pooch. Or hopefully yellow guy gets in here and takes some of the heat off of him. You went the wrong way. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's a real big oh no. Well, shit. Okay, good for you, bro. Okay, if he uses the Olive Grass, it puts him there. So now I need to get him to where he can do other stuff. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I mean, we'll use the physic on him and heal him. So she's gotta be able to get 3 squares over. So less. Oh, except the stupid mage is in the way. And that's not gonna help any. Marcia, rescue Tweedledee here. Okay, so let's come over and shove. Infinite, also come over and shove. One more space. Heather. Just in case, I think if I shift her, then she'll be able to do the extra flying and whatnot. Shift. Galder. Nope, that did not work out like I planned. This is like a quadruple fuck now. Actually, no, it's not. I can salvage this. Shift, and then shove her over one, and that puts her in a safe spot there. Okay, now for the shenaniganry that is down here. Oh my god, she hit. Okay. I can't believe that actually worked. Okay, not bad. There, Joffrey. Oh, should I get David out of dodge? Yes, I probably should. Let's see here. You know what? Yellow, I'll take that because now you're going to soak a bunch of attacks for me, I hope. And give my cavalry some time to potentially get healed up. Oh, well, never mind. The getting healed up is way less likely to happen now. Joffrey, I swear to God. Poor Braum just keeps kind of getting wailed on. Shit. Queen Alencia, my queen, where are you? I can't see. Blood is in my eyes. Your Majesty, I'll be right there. Joffrey, Joffrey, you mustn't die. I'll be all alone. Please, Joffrey. Oh wow, so Joffrey is a straight up death. Oh! An actual game over. Oops. Well, at least I don't have to go through the BS of, That's alright though. We can make this. This is okay. That's why I did the battle save. Yes, we do want to do this though. One shift and shove. There we go. Hard kills with that. Let's see here. Use the concoction. Use a vulnerary. Damn it, Ashton. I'll see if Neolucci can potentially, well, nah, because we're gonna have a bunch of people just start blitzing through this so I can get Muarim up to here. And hopefully we can start blasting our way to the boss. Because we only have 4 more turns. I just realized this. Ooh, somebody's got dodge. Ow. Okay, Kieran, you should probably not do that. Thank you. I know it's weird to ask for people to not kill enemies, but I need to make sure certain people stay alive. So let's see here. Ooh, poor Braum. He just keeps getting that. I don't think that poison's ever going to go away. Ooh, Hell Thunders. Not gonna have him actually attack. I just want to see. Ooh, yeah. That thunder magic can actually do some damage. Just in case. Because we are going to pull a little bit of a look around and find out here. Jeez, man. I should have had Kieran go back this way a little bit. Draw more people down this way. This would be much better if that stupid yellow guy wouldn't stand right there. If he'd come up here or come over here, like any other spot other than there would be perfect. Alright, let's see who does what. If you would actually kill that healer. But no, you have to sit there and be done. I have no fava beans and I have no Kiandi. Hello, Sling. How are you doing tonight? We are playing the ultimate game of Fuck Around and Find Out. And we have already found out once. Oh, not much. Just playing away and working away when I'm not playing away, so... You know what? Do it. Yes, we will do this. We can make this work. Because these guys, between everybody over here, they can... These guys over here can survive for the most part. But I would like to actually, like, start making some progress on maybe trying to kill the boss. Yes, we are defending this spot specifically. So we either defend for 15 turns, or I kill King Doucher here, who's not really a king, but trying to become a king. So I'm trying to push down here because these cavalry guys can only handle so much BS. Okay, that would be a kill. If it's Khalil, is it a kill? It is not a kill. But if I send Har down here, on the other hand, Har can do several things, but we need to do a battle save really quick, just in case I stick around and find out too much again. Especially since this mage dude is down here. In fact, honestly, I probably better keep him out of Mage Dude's range. Okay, between all the backup that Brahms got here, he should be fine. My last physic. We are not using it yet. Alright, let's end the turn there. Please, kill that healer. Yellow guy. I really don't care if you survive or not at this point. Kill it, please. Oh my god. Alarm's gonna run out of stuff soon. You know, I know magic units can be dodge tanks, but that healer is putting in way too much work for his frickin' level and class. We might not kill the boss. Shove him out of the way. I say, screw you! So now yellow guy will come over here and potentially, like, mess something up over here. Okay. Use the concoction. Culinary. Culinary. Meh. Okay, Muarum, or not Muarum, Mordecai, you've got to survive at least the next turn. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. Brings him down to a point. Really? You ran away? You know what? I'm okay with this. What the hell, Har? You're supposed to be one of the golden boys here. Well, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. Okay. So let's see here. Just because we have to survive one more turn. Mordecai, get out of dodge. Hard, you come up here and do your thing. All of you Nimrods, heal yourselves up for the last time. Oh, come on. Marcia. Okay, let's get this done. Well, actually, we'll have her use her final physic. Oh no, my physic broke. Whatever will I do? Alright, let's end the turn there. Yellow, that was probably the dumbest move you could have made. You survived the entire map, and now you go on a suicide hill. You tard. Uh-oh. Karen, stop that. Okay, whew. Somebody be dumb. I really don't understand that. Ally AI in this game is terrible. Queen Valencia, I'm so glad you're safe. Please forgive my tardiness. I've let you down. I'm sorry. Ridiculous. I didn't know such thing, Joffrey. Thank you so much. So, what of the rebel army? Without Ludwig at the helm, they're a mess. They're all running about trying to escape. As commanded, we are not pursuing fleeing soldiers, and Lord Ludwig is locked up in the dungeon. Queen Valencia. Lucia is being held captive. If we're to save her, we need to talk to him. Your Majesty, General, we've received a missive. It concerns Lady Lucia. Queen of Crimea, we demand that you release the Duke of Felleray. Refuse, and Lady Lucia will die. No. Lucia. You have half a mark. If the Duke is not released by then, the girl dies. Queen Valencia, don't listen to them. Don't worry about me. Ugh. Quiet. You can die sooner if you like. Your Majesty, you can't. You have to let me do something about this. Lucia would willingly die fighting for her country, I know. But you have to help her, Lucia. If you were in her position, she would surely do the same. Please, just give the word. Hello, Your Majesty. By the look on your face, I can see that my plan has been a success. What exactly is it you want? To throw our country into chaos? No, I want to protect it, Your Majesty. What? Queen Valencia, you're so naive. Cold and callous decisions are sometimes required of a nation's ruler. I was testing you. We all wanted to know if our queen would have the power to stop a civil war. But no, you were too hesitant and too concerned about harming the people. Now look what has happened. The rule of Crimea cannot be kept in your hands. Please, Your Majesty, you must abdicate and cede the throne to me. And considering Lady Lucia's life is on the line, you haven't much choice. Now, let's have you free me from this prison cell, and then we can discuss any further details. I don't think so. What? Are you truly willing to sacrifice Lady Lucia? Lord Ludwig, all your dissatisfaction and misgivings about me are well-founded. However, do you realize how many lives you've simply thrown away? Strength without compassion does not a ruler make. You care nothing for the people, sir. You cloak your desire to rule in petty speeches, but it is petty avarice nonetheless. So, this is how it shall be. Very well. But Lady Lucia cannot be spared without my order. Allowing you to plant the seeds of rebellion and play havoc with the lives of my people is a failure for which I must answer. But I will see Crimea through this trial. I will give my people the future they deserve, no matter the cost. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Well played, Your Majesty. Indeed, I have failed. Yet I wonder, are you capable of watching Lucia die? Or will you crawl back to me, your face awash with tears, begging for mercy? How I pray to see that face, Your Majesty. Ludwig, you're a fucking prick. Rebel soldiers, hear me. Ludwig of Felleray has conspired against the nation. Rebel soldiers, hear me. Ludwig of Felleray, having conspired against the nation, will stand trial. As the Queen and ruler of Crimea, I refuse to negotiate with those bent on destroying it. So you're going to let this girl die? Ha! It will be strong, Lucia. Kick, scream, beg. Give us a show, wench. Your Highness, your trusted friend will now die. Let this burn forever in your memory. People of Crimea, behold your true queen. Behold the true... People of Crimea, behold the true queen, your queen. Long live Queen Alencia. Time for some cool shit.
Come on, do it. It's a clean shot. What's the problem?
I'm nervous. What have I hit her?
It's too late for nerves, Rolf. If you're not up to it, just leave it to the master, eh? Watch and learn. One clean motion. No hesitation. The Queen's men are attacking! Stop him!
Sorry. Always lost in your books. What have I said about watching your back?
Hold up! Surround them all! Don't let a single one escape!
Hold on, Lucia. Everything will be fine. You're safe now. Can you hear me? Hold on.
So everybody was wondering where Ike was. Queen Alencia, it's Sir Ike and the Grail mercenaries. They came to our aid. Now we'll get Lucia back in one piece. We've nothing more to worry about. I'll deploy my knights at once. Sir Ike, if you hadn't come to help, I would have lost one of my dearest friends. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. We were happy to do it, and Bastion pays well for mercenary work. Bastion? Yes. The Count of Faerie knew about Ludwig's plotting before he left for Dayan. Bastion guessed that if he left the country, the rebels would feel confident enough to make their move. What else would you expect from Crimea's top tactician? Well, Crimea's most deceptive old dog, at any rate. Yes, that's just like him. Sorry we had to stay hidden until the last minute. For a ruse like that to work, you have to deceive allies as well as enemies. I know you were acting in Crimea's best interest, but I'm sorry you had to let that happen to Lucia. No, it worked out fine in the end. Please, put it out of your mind. Lucia, Joffrey, I value your lives more than even my own. But it's my duty to protect this country, even if it means losing you. I've learned a lot from all of this. I hope to keep them out of harm's way, and I'll never make the same mistakes again. Good to hear. So, what are you going to do about all the escaped rebel soldiers? The rebel army will be eradicated. We cannot allow them to sow the seeds of discontent among the people of Crimea. That's the right choice. Would you consider contracting my mercenaries for the job? No, Sir Ike, I'll leave that up to the Royal Knights. I'm certain this task will create anger among the people, and the Royal Knights may be resented for their role in it. But my duty as Queen demands that it be done. The people will have to learn to accept that. I respect your devotion to duty. So, you don't need me then? That's right. I'm going to move on, together with my vassals and the people of this country. Sir Ike, before you leave, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. What is it? When you heard from Bastion, did he say anything about Dan? No, nothing. He informed me of a number of things. Apparently Dan's reconstruction is playing out much like Crimea's. He spoke of a new king raising the banner of war and a charismatic young hero carrying it into battle. She compared King Peleus to me, and the silver-haired maiden to you. And a silver-haired maiden to you. It's almost unnatural. He suspected that someone might be scheming, trying to manipulate Dan. Bastion seemed quite suspicious of it all. So, Bastion went to Dan to try to confirm his suspicions on that. Yes. There was also something about Dan's resurrection that we can't afford to overlook. The Black Knight. What? I'll never forget him. He was the one warrior who late King Ashnard trusted. Encased in pitch-black armor, standing tall with a crimson cape. When the Liberation Army fought at the capital, he was there. He sided with the silver-haired maiden. The Black Knight, the man who killed my father, but I defeated him 3 years ago, I'm sure of it. At the very least, he couldn't have escaped when Nado's castle came crashing down on him. The day after you fought, Bastion ordered some men to search the remains of Nado's castle. Hi, Lord North. How are you tonight? Well, obviously you're not too bad. You're right downstairs. But hi. The day after you fought, Bastion ordered some men to search the remains of Nado's castle. There was no trace of the Black Knight. No armor, no sword, no corpse. If the Black Knight that was seen in Dan is indeed the same Black Knight, he might prove to be a threat to Crimea. If he's still alive, I have no doubt I'll see him again. Valencia, this is very important information for me. Thank you. Of course. Part 2. Finn.
A great war begins, one that threatens to tear the land asunder. A hero sides with the Lagoons and Justice. The Maiden of Dawn fights for the Bjork and Dayan. Their armies will collide, while the flames of the medallion burn brighter. Part 3, Intersecting Vows.
Part 3, Intersecting Vows.
Years ago, Crimea freed itself from Dayan tyranny. Its nobles used that freedom to berate the queen and scrabble for power. Disgusted with their greed and arrogance, Ike and the Grail mercenaries left the court behind and returned to work. Thanks to their efforts and to Queen Elincia's even-handed rule, Crimea has avoided a bloody civil war. Before departing the capital once again, Ike receives disquieting news from Queen Elincia. The Black Knight, the man who murdered Ike's father, has once again been seen in Dayan. The Queen's words hang heavy over Ike as he leads the mercenary group back to their headquarters.
Wow, how long has it been since we were here? Sure feels great to be home. Yeah, we've been away for too long. Dealing with the Crimean nobles always seems to take longer than it should. At least now we can finally get some rest. Still, it is nice to be needed, don't you think? Especially for a band of mercenaries as poor as we are. You know, Ike, if you hadn't renounced your lordship, we wouldn't have to run around like this to support ourselves. Mist, Oh, I know. I'm just teasing you, silly. Besides, I'd rather spend my time helping people. Who wants to live like some overstuffed noble anyway? Definitely not me. We have Father's legacy to look after as well, the Grail mercenaries. Ike, a visitor here to see you. A visitor? Who is it? Long time no see, Ike. I've been looking all over Crimea for you. You're never home. Ranulph, how are you, my old friend? How's everyone in Gallia? Is Canagus well? Everyone's doing great. Your Lagoos don't take ill too easily, so it's hard not to be well. Seeing you again brings back memories. Couldn't have won the war if not for Gallia's aid, and yours especially. Well, same goes for you. Who knows where Gallia would be if not for Ike and the Grail mercenaries. Speaking of old friends, I saw Princess Leanne in the Crimean royal court. Apparently she'd been looking for me too. She said, "Please save my brothers." Do you know what she's talking about? So, she's heard. Let me get straight to the point, Ike. I have some bad news. War has come to us once again. What? The Laguz Alliance, which is made up of Gallia, Phoenicius, and Kilvis, is setting out against Benyon. The situation has escalated very quickly. Escalated seems a bit soft. I know there are problems between Laguz and Benyon, but I thought things were getting better. Raphael, the eldest son of the Herons, brought back some disturbing news from Dan. He learned that Benyon senators ordered the Herons' extermination. This spurred the Laguz to strike against Benyon. That's why I came looking for you, Ike. We need your help.
Raphael, eldest prince of the Heron clan, returns in the company of the Wolf Queen, Nyla, and the mage, Tormod, to tell a dire tale. The shocking story he relates ignites a terrible fury in the hearts of the Laguz. The assassination of the previous Benyon apostle sparked the massacre of the Heron clan, as well as the burning of their home, the Serenus Forest. That murder and the resulting catastrophes were long thought to be the work of Dayan's former ruler, the Mad King Ashnard. Now, however, Prince Raphael, a survivor of the massacre, reveals that those directly responsible were none other than the senators of Benyon. Upon hearing this tale, the Hawk King Tibarn is consumed with an unspeakable rage. He shares this information with the Raven King Nisala and the Beast King Canagus, and they form a Laguz alliance. Together with the Heron royal family, they send messengers to the leadership of Benyon, demanding an explanation from the senators. Benyon rebuffs their requests, however, denying any wrongdoing and refusing to investigate Raphael's claims, as if to emphasize their decision to silence the Laguz inquiries. The Empire goes so far as to murder an alliance messenger. This callous act of arrogant defiance
Doesn't
pushes
everybody
the
know you're not
alliance
supposed to
into
shoot the messenger?
declaring war upon the Benyon Empire. Gallia's sub-commander Ranulph considers the merits of attempting to simply overpower Benyon. He recognizes, however, that pitting brute force against Benyon's magic and tactical prowess will result in massive Alliance casualties. He decides to enlist the strength and knowledge of his old wartime ally, Ike, and the Grail mercenaries. Ike is an acquaintance of Benyon's apostle, however, and is at first reluctant to become involved in the conflict. Yet, when he considers the Senator's cold-blooded murder of the Alliance messenger, he can feel the anger that burns in the Laguz's hearts. Determined to force the Senators to answer for their crimes, he agrees to help the Laguz Alliance.
Prologue: The Great Advance. Lagur is close now. It's a fortress city near the Benyon border. We'll storm the city at night and hit them fast enough that the troops inside the fortress won't have time to take their positions. Yes, finally a chance to rend my foes. But I'd rather have a head-on fight. Why do we wait until nightfall like a pack of cowards? What's our role in this? I want the Grail mercenaries to act as a guerrilla force. Take out their fire mages and ballista. They're really bad news for us Laguz. Ah, enough talking. To the battlefield to taste my enemy's fear. No more waiting. No, Skrimir. This is the kind of fight where a general takes the field. You should stay behind. Are you insane? Oh, I'll fight. A general of Gallia does not hide behind his men. Leave this tactics garbage to the Bjork. We need only our claws and teeth. I call an end to this meeting. Time to kill. Wait, Skrimir. Blast. Are you okay? Yeah, that thick-headed fool. This will be his first major battle. Hopefully he won't get his teeth kicked out. How about you, Ike? Are you sure about this? Sure about what? Well, you know, you're Bjork and Laguz. Are you sure you want to take our side? The Laguz Alliance is right now. The Senate is actively ignoring you and worse than murdering your messengers. Why shouldn't we help get the Senate's attention? I'm sure my people understand. Besides, I would never abandon a friend in need. Thanks, Ike. Ranulph. Are you alright? You look distracted. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about me. Ranulph, you know you can talk to me. It's just, I feel bad about this whole thing, you know? Not sure I understand what you mean. I've pulled you Bjork into Laguz affairs. Not exactly your problem, you know. Listen, you offered me a job, I decided to take the contract. It's simple as that. I told the others they could leave if they didn't want to work with Laguz, but they decided they'd rather stay. Don't worry about it, Ranulph. What about the Black Knight? Are you going to abandon your search? Yeah, at least for now. I figured if he's still alive, our paths will cross again. There's no rush. Yeah, I guess you're right. No point in dwelling on things I can't change, right? Thanks, Ike. Hey, no problem. Anything to keep you from moping around like a sullen kid. Fair enough. Besides, I've had this nagging headache ever since I left Gallia with that hot-headed lion. You mean General Skrimir? That's the one. Skrimir is King Canagus' nephew and is on track to become the next king of Gallia. He's the successor to Canagus? He must be an absolute terror in battle. Absolutely. He's so powerful I think he's going to get himself in trouble. And he's the reason for my headache. Need a sympathetic ear to hear about that too? Thanks, Ike. But I'll tell you about it some other time. Let's eat and catch some shut-eye before we set off for battle tonight. Alright. See you at dinner. Hey, Randolph. Yeah? You can come talk to me anytime you want. Don't think you're alone in all this. What are you, an Inquisitor? Guy's got to do something between battles. Talk to you later. To be honest, I don't want you to come along on this. I didn't want you to come along on this mission. Really? Well, it's not like you could have stopped me. It's not like you could have stopped me even if you wanted to. Randolph is my friend too, you know. Come on, Mist. Ike, I'm not going to repeat the same mistake I made with Dad. I don't want you to die while I'm somewhere else. It was horrible. It ate me up from the inside. I'm never going through something like that ever again. Mist. Everyone in the Grail Mercenaries is part of a family. We all follow the commander, no matter what. We'll live together, fight together, and die together. Right, Ike? Alright. Promise me this. When we're out on the battlefield, stay where I can see you. It'll put my mind at ease. I promise, Ike. Ah, Ike, Bjork, hero. How are you? Pretty good. Gifka and Randolph told me about you. You are a skilled warrior, right? Well, I don't think I'm a pushover, I'll say that much. Don't be humble. My king also told me about you. Observe Ike and learn his skills. Then you shall become even stronger. King Canagus said that. He did. I'm eager to watch you in battle. You can learn from me as well. I intend to. Lions are the strongest of the beast tribe, and I have been trained to fight by the king himself. I was going to fight in the Mad King's War, but my uncle forbade it. He said I still had much to learn. But now my time has come, and you will see the true might of the beasts. I saw Gifka fight, and I'm sorry, Gifka would wipe the floor with you. So, what do you think? These are all the favorite foods of the beast tribe. They will be happy. Oscar, you're a chef. That's right. Ha! Great! I can't wait to see the looks on all their faces when they learn Bjork made all this delicious food. Stop it. You're embarrassing me. But it's true. Where did you learn all this, Oscar? You should start teaching classes. Yes. Crap. I missed a thing. Really? Do you think I should make more? Us beasts have a healthy appetite, of course. On top of that, we have General Skrimir and Ike. Yeah, I'd be surprised if what's here lasted past those two, much less the whole pack of Lagoos. You're exaggerating. Ike is a Bjork. He couldn't possibly eat as much as someone from the beast tribe. Well, maybe he would. Actually, he most definitely would. Yeah, especially the ribs and steaks. Mordecai, how about we go hunt for more game? Right. There probably aren't enough herbs to flavor everything. I'll go get more. My, we might need to harvest an entire mountain. Wow, you guys are so mean to Ike. So, okay, everybody is basically kind of the same. Like, Ike is a hero. Luckily though, he's got, like, Ike was one of the characters I got to level 20 and maxed out several of his stats. So it doesn't show it on here, but every stat that I maxed out in Path of Radiance has a +2 to it. Titania is pretty well statted out. She has the poleaxe and stuff, so I mean she'll be alright. Soren was another one that I maxed out a couple stats. It's probably why his skill and resistance is already maxed. Mist should have been... Well, I don't remember which stats on her I maxed out, if I managed to max a bunch of them out or not. So she probably has several plus twos, at least two of them somewhere in there. I just don't remember which ones they are. On top of that, she's also got her sword, which this little thing is actually kind of awesome. It's like it's like the other magic swords where it can do distance attacks. And of course, since she's a cleric, her magic is pretty high. Yeah, Rolf's looking good as a sniper. Boyd maxed him out. He's got strength, speed, and skill all maxed out on him, if I remember correctly. Same with Oscar. I mean, he's going to be doing great. Shinon, I did Jack with, and I will probably do Jack with again. Gatry, I didn't actually use that much in the Pathfinder Radiance playthrough, so he did not get near as far into stuff as he did, as I normally would like. Reese barely saw anything, so honestly, his starting stats are a lot better off than I was expecting. Maya with her Swordmaster, it's the reason why her skill and speed are so high. And her strength, for that matter, because I think we maxed out her strength. We have a severe lack of vulneraries going on, though. This is like the hardest part of the game. Oh, wait, let's do supports. Oh, what? No one has support available for this mission? We'll find it. Let's start the map. Oh, this lunacy. This is lunacy. Look at how meager our force is, especially considering our proximity to Gallia. General Septimus, we're only making the rounds this year. We don't need a bigger force. No, you're wrong. Even now, those bloodthirsty beasts are stalking us. I just know it. Believe me. General, please calm yourself. You say this every evening, and yet we've never had any. Enemy fire! We're under attack! It's those Gallian beasts! The subhumans are attacking! What? See? See? Now do you see, fool? I was right. Ha! I told you. Now what do we do? Run down all who get in your way. Make your path of blood and bone. Advance! 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 Yeesh, I'm glad he's on our side. I see this family resemblance. Keep up, everyone. Let's get to work. So see, in this map, we've got to basically just book it as far as I can remember. Oh, Gatry ran into somebody. Okay, so now we are finding people. Alright, Soren, do your thing. I've got to be very careful with how we do XP. Okay, so Boyd or Rolf will throw up here. Plink. Titania probably still won't put a lot of work into her. Oscar, on the other hand, Oscar is good old Oscar. Oh, I wish I had some other staffs. Yeah, let's do that. And then Maya can come up here. Let's let people get into melee with this. We'll save the short spear as much as possible. And missed. Okay, you attack Ike. I mean, I guess it's not the dumbest decision you could have made. Ow. I'm gonna feel so bad for all of those guys right now. There goes Skrimir. If I can have Rolf potentially steal some kills off the Lagoos, though, I'm going to. Because we can hijack the ballistas. In fact, honestly, that's kind of a great idea, in my opinion. We'll also make sure that Rolf doesn't use up his weapons. That is, if I'm going to get a chance to. They keep cleaning up after each other. Okay, so we definitely need to... We gotta make sure we level Ike. We gotta make sure we level Sword. We gotta make sure to level Mist. Boyd. Maybe Maya? I mean, Maya's good. And, of course, Rolf. We gotta make sure we level Rolf. Yeah, do that. Then Maya can do her thing. Oh god, it's a killer ballista. Aww. Dang it. That's fine. Miss, do your healing stuff. It's gonna be the quicker way to level you anyways. Ow. Wait, why does Mist's heal staff have more usage? It's kind of odd. Well, lots of people are gonna die now. I doubt they're gonna leave me anything for mopping up purposes. Oh, actually they are going to. Because they blocked themselves in. Huh, okay. Really, a killer ballista? And you still... Ugh, that's irritating. I really probably should be saving the Elwind a little bit. We run into an issue during this part of a severe lack of potential supplies. Aha! There's somebody right there. Well, Reese, go ahead and heal Oscar. Since Mist is gonna heal Void. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go Iron Bow. Shinon. Bad Shinon. I don't remember if bad guys pop up from the backside or not, so I'll leave somebody here to defend Rolf, just in case. Ow. Whew. That could have ended badly if you weren't careful. Just saying. Okay. And go for the mage. Damn it, Rolf. Oh, sure, Shinon gets a crit. And Soren nukes him. Soren go boom. weeks. I forgot, does the Etard sword have... Only Ike can wield it, and it just has overwhelming power. So, meh. Whoop. Ah. Okay, kitty cats, you kind of need to do your own thing. Whoop. Ah! Green bean, no! Frickin' Scrimmier. Weaklings, where is your general? Come out and fight, coward. I am Scrimmier, general of Gallia. Oh no! They're drawing near. We're finished. We're doomed! Please be quiet, general. You'll hurt the troops' morale. Wait, where are you going? To safety. I must escape to McGill. The beasts wish to consume me. General Septimus, coward, are you scared of these worthless subhumans? You know, I would say he has pretty good reason to be scared of them. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Rolf, there is literally nothing you can do now. Or actually, no, he can go grab... Maybe I'll... No, he's not going to get a chance to. Ooh, right. Not okay there, bud. Yeah, he's got a horse slayer. Yeah, Plink the mage. Mist, you need to be able to heal Ike, like soon. Oh man. Boy. I'm not a fan of the fact that I have to wait on so many units. As well as the fact that they're taking all the XP. But there's nothing I can do. You can't even, like, direct or order around like you can. Like, yellow units, you can at least be like, hey, don't go that way. Green units? Nah, they're just gonna do whatever they want. Stupid green beans. Missed heal Ike. At least get yourself a little bit of XP. Yeah, get no reason to even attempt it. We are not going to get any sort of XP. So, again, you guys just go do your stuff. It's not like I can tell you anyway, otherwise. At least they have some tactics, I guess. Well, I guess maybe I could have got Ike in here to do 1 or 2 kills. Oh, shit. I should have gone for that. That way I could get that crossbow. Oh, crap. Lesson learned there. Maybe we'll get lucky and Scrimir won't, like, somebody else won't kill the boss. Wait, there are Bjork among them? Why would Bjork fight along subhumans? Well, never mind. You're freaking dead now. Well, maybe. Hang on. If the untransformed dude doesn't move... Oh! The hell? Okay. I might actually be able to get the crossbow. Score. Who are you, swine? Why do you side with subhumans? I'm Mike, of the Girl Mercenaries. I know that name. Have you forgotten the Apostle's kindness? Thankless fool, you shall pay with your life. Subhumans, you dare to fight Benyon? There's no hope for you now. This will be your end. Mark my words. Really, Ike? Really? But you know what? We got the crossbow. That was the important part. Really? Scrimir, just end the thing. Thank you. Are we done? Yeah. The guards are dead and the rest of the troops fled to the east. We're in good shape. Bah. Is that it? I still crave blood. Find me more humans to kill. The civilians have no quarrel with us, and the soldiers who surrendered have handed over their weapons. Yeah. If this is all the fight Benyon can give, this war will be over too soon. I wouldn't be so sure. We won this fight, yes, but the Empire has a massive army. Don't forget that there was a time when Benyon ruled over us. You forget. That was before my time. Did you listen to a word I just said? Soldiers of Gallia, the battle is over. We have won. No human can stand against the Lagoons. We are not done yet. We'll continue to fight, kill, and crush our enemies. My, what a stupid speech. Don't say things like that. I hear that King Canagis of Gallia was not so different when he was young, so try not to judge so quickly. I don't know. That's really hard to imagine. I'm sure Scrimir will settle down, given time. Well, I hope so anyway. Victory awaits us in Mugil. We shall attack, conquer, and celebrate our victory. Mike, I've been thinking, is this war something that we should really be fighting? After all, we know about Leiron's medallion. As long as the dark god sleeps within the medallion, the world shall not war. Is that what you mean? That's right. Our ancestors made a vow, and it's our responsibility to prevent the horror they strove against. Chaos is born in strife. If the land is covered in war, the dark god will break free of the medallion and destroy the world. This war could easily spread across Tellius, and the dark god could be awakened. We are very fortunate during the Mad King's war, but it was a close call. Can we count on being lucky again? Already, we're talking about a war between Benyon, the largest nation of Tellius, and 3 Laguz nations. That's half the known world, and it's not over yet. Have they all forgotten about the possibility of the Dark God's rebirth? Hello, all. Sorry to interrupt. Lee Titania, Soren, you're both very perceptive. I expect nothing less from the Deputy Commander and the strategist of the Grail Mercenaries. You don't have to worry, though. The whole situation is under control. The medallion is under the protection of the Serenus royal family. Even if the god escapes, the Herons can control it with their Galder. Ryson, Leanne, and Prince Raphael, was it? Ages ago, the Heron leader Leiron sealed the dark god within the medallion. His descendants have therefore been taught how to subdue it with their seed magic. So that's the story. We'll be relying heavily on the power of the Grail Mercenaries. I'm counting on you all. Understood. We'll do our best to see this conflict finished as quickly as possible. Right, Ike? Yes, of course.
The Laguz alliance sacks Flaguer with ease and sets off immediately for Mugil. The fortresses of Flaguer and Mugil are both key to the defense of Western
Gotta remember,
India,
it's kind of like Frenchie.
and have figured for many years in the military plans of Gallia, Crimea, and Dain. The fortress of Mugil is well defended by thick walls and countless blades. However, the Laguz alliance knows that if they are to win this war, Mugil must fall. Ike and his companions march on, though thoughts of the medallion and the dark god entombed within fill their hearts with dread.
So, how's everybody enjoying the stream tonight? Chapter 1, Laguz and Bjork. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I mean, we're back with the Grail Mercenaries. It's awesome. Now, our next target is Mugil. Its gate is already sealed, and it looks like they intend to keep it that way. This won't go as easily as our battle in Flaguer. Bjork are all the same. We'll run them down just as before. So come here, please, listen. Just this once. What do you think, Soren? The Flaguer survivors will have warned Mugil of our advance. That's so obvious, even you must have anticipated. You don't have a plan? Do not mock me, Bjork boy. Why should I bother with plans? No soldier would cower behind storm walls after being challenged to a battle. We will issue a challenge, and they will meet it. We have no need for plans. Do you realize how completely absurd you sound? The enemy did not build the fortress so they could stand outside of it. They will not come out of their own accord. But those Bjork cowards, they will hide from us? What do we do? We do not know how to fight cowards. Don't you get it? That's what we're trying to decide. Think, Skramir. Just try. No, that's your job, Ranulph. You're my second in command. Think of a way for me to use my strength. Anything else is a waste of time. I'll be training outside. Tell me when you have a plan. Wait, Skrimir! This is ridiculous. I'm amazed that someone was desperate enough to make that fool a general. I'm tempted to agree with you on that, but there's a reason he's here. Never in its history has Gallia invaded another country. We don't have any experience or tactics to fall back on for this. On top of that, our general, well, you've seen it for yourself. Skrimir. He doesn't pay attention to details, nor does he strategize. Sadly, it's not just Skrimir. Most Lagoos are the same. They're arrogant and stubborn. It doesn't even occur to them that they won't be able to power through the Bjork. Why isn't Kennegus leading the army? It's not an option. We aren't mobile like the bird tribes. Once we leave our lands, it isn't easiest for us to get back. We can't take our king away from his domain. Well, what about Gifka? There have to be other capable generals in Gallia. Yeah, you'd think General Gifka would lead, but Gifka has other duties to attend to, so really, that just leaves Skrimir. I understand. Lagoos choose their leaders based on strength. If Skrimir is to be the next king, this war is the best opportunity for him to learn about strategy. Exactly. Since that's the case, we need all the help we can get. Please, lend us your wisdom. Without your help, this war's outcome is certain. You can count on us, Ranulf. We've told you already. We're here to help. Soren, say something. Well, looks like your strategist isn't fond of Lagoos just yet. I'm sorry, Ranulf. He's gotten better, but... Sorry, Ranulf helped us out. On top of that, he's our client. It's our turn to return the favor, and it's our job to do it right. Got that? Fine, but it'll cost you more. Thanks for the help. Thanks, all of you. We appreciate the help. Give me some time to myself. I'll come up with a plan to get us through this mess. Great, we're counting on you, Soren. I know. I'll do what I can. Freaking Soren's just like, oh my god. Why? Why do you do this to me? I will be right back, folks. I have to go use the restroom real quick again. Okay, I'm back. And I'm glad you're enjoying the stream as always, Terrapulse. I'm actually debating, instead of moving on to other strategy RPGs, I'm actually debating borrowing 3 houses from a friend of mine. So we might continue with Fire Emblem after this game, but we'll wait and see. So let's go ahead and dive back into it. Oh no! The thing did the thing. Hang on, I gotta fix it. Glad that did that when it did. That could have been really ugly. Okay, so now we're back. However, we're now skipping all the talking and stuff again. Info. Balance. No, no, no. On the battlefield, nothing is more important than precision and skill. Nah, sorry, kiddo. Power is the most important element. You don't know what you're talking about. It's skill. It's power. Did you practice being this stupid? Idiot meathead. What? Take that back, you little brat. Stars above. Don't you two ever stop fighting? You're siblings. Be nice to each other. So what is it this time? You can be the judge, Mist. What's the most important quality a soldier can have in battle? It's power, but little Rolfie here insists that it's skill. If you don't have skill, you can't hit your enemies. And if you're weak, you can't hurt them, even if you do hit them. Oh, you two are ridiculous. Ridiculous? Yeah, what do you mean by that? Skill and power are both important. Only a bad soldier would focus on one over the other. That's true, but you could at least play along a little. Play along? I'm sick and tired of having to listen to your silly arguments. Anyhow, I'm here to give you something. Here you go, Boyd. Hey, thanks. What's that? A shirt? Yep. Boyd's just like Ike. He keeps growing like a beanstalk. If we didn't constantly make his clothes bigger, he'd run out of things to wear. I'm too broke to buy new ones. Thanks for fixing it up, Mist. I really appreciate it. Well, I can't sew very well, but it gets the job done. That it does. I thought Oscar fixed our clothes. He's been busy, so I offered to take over some of his chores. Rolf, I can alter your clothes too, if you want, I mean. No thanks, I can do it myself. Really? Well, alright then. Like he needs alterations. I don't think he's grown in years. Right, short stuff? Shut up, meathead. Why, you little... Hey, cut it out. Rolf, wait. Yeah, you better run, you moss-headed twerp. Come on, guys. Kitten smitten. Oh, and this girl. You're gonna think you're dreaming. She's as lovely as the dawn, I'm telling you. Alright, just show me already. Where's this sunrise with legs, anyway? Wait, are you actually curious? I never thought I'd see the day. Well, we're gonna have to hang around with these subhumans for quite a while. A pretty face will help keep me sane. Hey, you want to say that again? Ah! Hey, pussycat. You should have dropped by after dinner. I'm a generous man. I would have given you some table scraps. Table scraps? How dare you, you scum! Who do you think you are? I'm not gonna forget that. Aw, Kitty wants to play? Sure. I've got some time to kill. Let's dance, hairball. Stop. Don't make another move. Kaiser, you should hear the garbage he's saying. He's the worst man I've ever met. He's a Bjork liar. Please, accept my apology on behalf of my associate. Please forgive her. Now, liar, apologize to him. What? Why do I have to be the one to apologize? That guy was the one who started it. Do you want me to report to Captain Randolph that you couldn't control your temper and started a fight with Bjork? No. I'm waiting. I'd forgive you if you apologized. I'm a nice guy, you know. What? Never. You're lucky I don't claw that smile off your face. Liar. I'm sorry. Maybe some other time. Excuse us. I hate it when subhumans like him act all high and mighty, pretending to be just like us Bjork. He's even worse than the other hairball. What, did all that stun you into silence? Or, what, did all that stun you into silence? You look like you've been hit in the head. So her name is Liar. What a pretty name. Liar. What? Oh, come on. Don't tell me the girl you were talking about is that pussycat. Don't mock me, Shinon. This is serious. I feel it. It's destiny. That girl and I are fated to be together. You're chasing after Lagoose now? Gatry, I swear I'd hit you on a... I swear you'd hit a tree... You're chasing after a Lagoose now? Gatry, I swear you'd hit on a tree if I dressed in a skirt. Tell me I'm wrong. There you are, Commander. I found you. What can I do for you, Maya? What do you think? I only come to you for one thing. Commander, I challenge you. Again? Haven't you had enough? Not at all. I was pretty close to beating you last time. So come on. The longer we wait, the less I'm going to remember how I got that close. You know, I'm not going to go easy on you, right? Or anyone who comes at me with a sword, for that matter. Good. I like it that way. That's why I love training with you. At least you're getting something out of it. Titania and Miss just complained afterward. Don't you worry about that. I've got the perfect solution. What's that? Yoo-hoo! Riss, over here! Oh, I see. Interesting idea. He'll fix me right up if I get hurt. What do you think of that, huh? You alright with that, Reese? I know you don't like watching allies cut each other up in training. That's true, but... I think it's better that I know how... Oh, crap. Hang on. I need to take a drink. I think it's better that I know how the injury happened, rather than having someone show up and bleed on the floor. It will reduce the shock. It will reduce the shock of seeing all that blood, you know? That's something I learned the hard way. Well, as long as you're alright with it, I guess it's fine with me too. That settles it. The scene is set. The arena is ready. Prepare yourself, Commander. Oh, I already have. Get ready. Just please go easy on each other. Alright? Did you hear me? Hello? Hey, we have a little bit of XP. So now we will go through the effort of topping people off and trying to make sure so we'll definitely take the three brothers. Or more than likely take the three brothers. I don't know. I might take a different swordmaster. The one I'm debating taking, I know he plateaus though. So it's kind of iffy on whether or not I'll do it. However, we definitely want to make sure that we get Ike leveled up. And we'll wait. Ike obviously is going to get taken. Soren for sure, Boyd, and the three brothers, and Mist are all like for sures that I will take with me. Oh, people still don't have support. Huh. I'm checking something to see about the character that I'm thinking. Personality recruitment. Here we are. That's what I needed. Oh, not till that. Okay. I was about to say, oh no, did I miss it? But I definitely didn't miss it. So we should be fine. Alright. Let's leave the base. These subhumans don't know how much trouble they're causing. We can't go anywhere. Tell me about it. Just yesterday, we could have gone out for drinks and had ourselves a merry old time. Fortunately, we have enough food. They'll give up if we hold out long enough. Sorry we're late. Who are you? Why are you outside? The city is under lockdown. You need permission to leave your homes. What? Well, that's weird. We were told to hand out food to all the watchmen. What? Well, I guess this isn't the place. Should we head back? We don't want the food to spoil. Wait, don't go! You don't have to head back. The food is for us. We're sure of it. Well, wonderful. Would you call everyone then? I'll pass out the food and drinks. Soren, you devious bastard. Looks like the watchmen are all asleep. Great job, everyone. The first step is done. Next, we clear out the remaining guards and open the main gate. Ranulph and his troops are waiting outside for us. Let's go. Who are you? Subhumans! What's going on? What happened to the lookout? Stand your ground. Our reinforcements will be here soon. Hold fast until they arrive. Route in 12 turns. So we have to book it. Okay, nothing interesting. Send Gaytree this way. And Oscar? Or actually, no. Do I want to send Oscar? Yes, we send Oscar. Then we can send Soren this way. Nah, I would have probably still rather send Soren this way. 18 plus 18 is 36. So yeah, that'll take him down to half. You hang out right there for right now. Oh, whoops, I forgot to give the crossbow to somebody else. Come on, do the thing. Okay, so it can just be used. Boyd, can you use crossbow? Maybe not yet. Thank you, Shinon. I need you to be able, I need you doing shit like that. Yeah, nope. Boyd, do your thing. Steel axe. Aw. Damn, so close. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, you attacked Shinon. Whatever will I do? Hey, jerk. Oh, nice. Maybe Mist will actually be able to... Oh, crap. I forgot. They can go around that wall. Okay. I mean, I don't necessarily want you to get the kill, but fine, whatever. Jeez. Okay, you guys, you can chill out a little bit. Oh, whoops. I didn't necessarily mean to do that. Ah! A subhuman! You're a subhuman! Please, you can have this. Please don't eat me. Wait a tick. I feel like I was supposed to send a specific person that way. Oh well. Oh hey, we have barrels there to help protect us. Cool. Nice. Get it, Mist. Ooh, don't do that. Well, well, I'll probably make you live to regret that one. Ooh, where did you come from? That's right. All you just come attack Ike. Come on, roll. God. Soaring blast away. That's a little overkill. I mean, I agree, there's no kill like overkill, but That was a little much. Oh, geez. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. I probably shouldn't have done that. The subhumans are attacking us. Oh no, this can't be happening. You're a mercenary, right? Please, you have to save us. We'll pay, of course. Somebody may die. Oh, he ran away. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh, reinforcements. What the hell, Rolf? Titania, come back this way. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Thank you for the credit. Yeah. I think that'll be an okay move. So I'll put I'll do that. Dang it, come on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the signature sword for a moment. Ah! Wolf! Oh, now you crit. Uh-oh. Crap on a stick. Need you guys to book it over there. Send Boyd back this way. And Oscar can back him up. And then Sheena will just put there for a moment. And Maya. Who else can move? Oh, sorry. Duh. Oh, Ike. Uh-oh. Whew. Okay, so Ike's just about in trouble. Eh, Ike will survive, and then I'll heal him. Missed heal. And we've got a bucket. Why does everybody have such bad double capability right now? And the few who can double ain't very good at it. Okay, we've got 2 buckets. Not sure why you attacked Shinon. Oh, crap. Where the f did you come from? Okay, end that ordeal. Ooh, that was a great level up. Rolf, you're starting to physically hurt me. Like you're physically causing me pain. And, oh, nope. Okay, you did not miss that time. sword would need to get 2 spaces out of it. Yeah, I think I'd rather see that happen. Rescue risk, because I can already see that particular bad thing happening. There we go. Nice to talk. Axe-wielding dude will probably go after Shinon. Oh, the boss is coming. Oh, sure, you get a crit with a freaking steel bow, but not with a freaking killer bow. Oh my god. Okay. Boss boy's out of range right now, so I can't check and see what he's got. Okay, not bad. Ike is at a higher level, so honestly, giving Boyd the kill with him is not going to be a bad idea. Okay, so if he gets a crit, he's going to do 36 damage. If I get a crit, I'm going to kill him. We're under attack. By the goddess, they're fast. Where are our reinforcements? No, we've lost the gate. Nice. Okay, so there's obviously still somebody running around that shouldn't be running around. I felt it. Not a bad level up for Gatry. Okay, nobody over in that dark corner. There's only one other corner I need to make sure I double check. Oh, jeez. Boop. 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 That way Mist can get up there. Yep. Alright. I think that was the last guy. Please tell me it was the last guy. Are we clear? Good work, everyone. Open the gate. The gate is opening. Ah, finally. Soldiers of Gallia, follow me. As long as I lead you in battle, we will always win. Crush any who stand in your way. Whew, Great timing, Ike. We won last night's battle thanks to you guys. I appreciate your help. You should be thanking Soren. It was all his idea. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Hey, I just remembered. Some of your old friends are here to see you. Mm-hmm. Hey, over here. Long time no see, Commander Ike. Mooston, you came. It's great to be doing business with the Grail mercenaries again. And with you too, my feline friend. Oh, you called them out here. I thought they just smelled a battle and sensed the profits. Well, we can't fight naked like you Lagoose can. I also asked Mooston to call on some other friends to come join up as well. You'll be seeing an increase in your forces real soon here, Ranulph. Thanks for everything, Ike. You've done so much for us already. Now you do all this? Listen, when we fought Dan, Gallia came to Crimea's aid without any questions. Now we're returning the favor. That's all. Alright. In any case, you guys are a great help. Thank you so much.
The tactics used by the Gallian army prove effective, and like Flagere before it, Mugil falls to claw and steal. Before Benyon can react, the Laguz overwhelm the remaining border defenses and cross into the Telgum region. With both defensive keeps overrun, Telgum falls like ripe fruit at the feet of the Laguz alliance. Inspired by their success, the Alliance takes advantage of this momentum to strike toward the very heart of the Benyon Empire. Dukes Gados and Celiora are horrified by the speed of the Laguz advance. Banding together with the landowning nobles of the northern territories, they mass their armies in Celiora to oppose the Gallian assault. Using the Raban River, a tributary of the mighty Miskai, as a defensive front, the Benyon forces make their camps along its western bank in the Sestol Plains.
Chapter 2, Storm Clouds. Flagere, Mugil, and now Telgum are ours. But this war has just started. The enemy's main force is in Sienne, the capital. The real fight starts now. Ah, now we fight the big battle. My claws itch for Bjork flesh. Hey Ranulph, are there strong enemies in the capital? There will be plenty. Before we go, we must fight the northern nobles. Their collective army is massive. By now, I imagine the Benyon Central Army is heading our way. They're going to be our real problem. So, if we're too slow, we get caught in the middle. I like the sound of this. Sort, do you have a deployment plan worked out? Actually, why don't you all just relax? You might not believe it, but we have a plan this time. I see. An army of that size would require a massive amount of supplies to be able to sustain itself. So the bird tribes will hit the Central Army's supply unit and slow their advance. Exactly. The Empire fears the bird tribes, the shipless pirates they're called. They specialize in surprise attacks and have been raiding Benyon merchant ships for years. And after they hit the supply unit, the bird tribes will head north. We'll meet up with them after we finish off the nobles' forces. Then, when the Central Army arrives, we'll attack them together. Does that pretty much sum it up? I'm surprised. As Laguz strategies go, it's not bad at all. We might even win, provided everything goes as planned. Well, the beasts don't plan very well, but the birds plan very well. Tabarn. Hang on. Tabarn. We can't see it yet, but Benyon is close. Shouldn't you let your men take a break? Yeah. Let's land on one of those islands and get some rest. You're full of surprises, Nassau. I never expected you to join the Lyku's alliance. I wish you could be helpful all the time. Tabar, just stop. I'm not interested in your friendship. The Hawk tribe and the Raven tribe used to live together in Phoenicius. Our tribes were like brothers. Maybe if you fess up about some of your secrets, I might consider helping you out in the future. That doesn't really narrow it down, Tabarn. Which secrets are you talking about? How about the secret of how you suddenly became first in line to succeed the throne of Kilvis? Oh, that secret. Sure, no problem. I'll tell you if we live through this war. Sound alright to you? Sounds fine to me. You know, this war is going to be vicious, but at least our tribes will grow close again. Do you actually trust me? You might live to regret it. You're trying to protect Ryson, Leanne, Raphael, and their father, King Lorenzai. Isn't that so? As long as they're on our side, you won't betray us. Think that's enough rest and small talk, though. Let's go. Journal of Vale. How did it go? It was no use. No one would even listen to me. It makes my heart heavy. The nobles are too busy competing with one another for rewards and status to realize the danger to their lands. Rewards? Are they crazy? The subhumans are out their doors and all they care about are some reward? They only listen to each other. No one wants to listen to me. General Lavelle, how are we going to survive this? So yay, I have shop stuff now. So you're Ilyana. That's such a cute and delicate name. I'd have never guessed there'd be such a pretty girl around all these Lagoos. What a lucky day. Is something wrong, Ilyana? Are you feeling sick? You look weak. I'm so hungry. Oh no, that's no good. Hold on. I'll bring some food for you right away. Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. Oh, look at that smile. So, what do you like? Something delicious. I don't particularly care what it is. I just want loads of it. Alright. I guess that means you'll eat pretty much anything. I'll go find some dupe who thinks I'm cute, and I'll con him into cooking something. You stay put. How interesting. Heather. Her name is Heather. I'll have to remember her name. She likes to feed me. You're still eating everything in sight? Oh, hello, Ike. I haven't seen you in a long time. Glad to see you remember me. Of course, I remember all of the mercenaries. Well, most of you anyway. Oscar prepares such delicious meals. I remember that well enough. Oh, I can't wait to eat his food again. Well, I can see you haven't changed a bit. Oh, it's like a dream come true. My hero standing right in front of me. Somebody pinch me. Hey, if you don't let go of my hand, I can't pay you for anything. No, my darling, let us not spoil our time together with talk of money. Speak sweetly to me, handsome. Listen, lady, this is the shop, and I am a customer. What's so sweet about that? Oh, such cold words. My hero plays hard to get. You're only making me more interested. Will you let go of my hand? Please? Then tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me I'm more beautiful than any woman in this camp. And then you'll let go of my hand? Of course. I'll even give you everything you want for free. Oh, alright then. No, Ike, don't say another word. That voice. It's... Come on, Sarge. She's gonna give us everything. For free! Nothing in life is free, Ike. And suppose you said what she... Suppose you said what she asked you to say. What then? You'd hear about it all over the camp, in nearby villages. Eventually the entire country would be saying it. Ike, hero of the Mad King's wars, in love with Amy, the shop girl. Rumors can quickly spin out of control. Come off it, you're exaggerating. Oh, don't be so sure. With my network of merchants, I'll spread the word to the four corners of Tellius. Within half a year, everyone will know. Then you'll be mine forever, Ike. You'll have no choice at all. Man, you go right for the neck, don't you? Alright, Soren, she's all yours. Try refreshing it, Lunar. That might fix the issue. Yes, sir. What do I do? What I do now, I do for the good of the company. No, Ike, don't go. Don't do this to me. Well, now, shall we get on with our business? You're looking more beautiful than ever, Miss Amy. A true delight for the eyes. Oh, now you're talking, you little lady killer. I know you won't discount the goods to nothing, since it's coming from me. So, how about you cut your prices down by 3/4? Oh, decisions. You're a diamond, and other Bjork only glass beads, Miss Amy. I'll buy more than enough to justify the discount. Half price, maybe. A touch less than 3/4 then. What do you say, Rose of Tellius, oh goddess of desire? Alright, you win. Just this time, mind you. Take this. Ah, a silver card. I can buy everything for half price at all the shops. That's right. Remember what I said, though. It's a limited time deal. I'll have to take it away soon. Oh, and while you own this card, you won't be able to sell your weapons as raw material. Got that? Understood, Miss Amy. Stay beautiful. A card that reduces all items to half price, but does not earn any training points. Ugh. Reese. So see, there's a particular reason why I did certain things, and this is why. If I would have been smart enough to remember that all these guys pop up too, I would have given them stuff as well, but I kind of forgot. Okay. Alright, well, we have gone significantly later than we normally do. So, hang on, I'm gonna save a couple more times. Okay, I saved for sure that time. Alright, so, I gotta say, thank you all for tuning in to the Flying T-Bar C tonight. I'm really glad you guys all tuned in. Say, hopefully you enjoyed the stream. So, to go on to the announcements from earlier as well, I am going to be, what was it? Oh, later this, so no streaming on Thursday because of Thanksgiving. However, I'm going to reschedule the Thursday stream to Tuesday. So, there will still be Throwback Thursday. It'll just be on Tuesday. And we might do another matinee show for streaming whatever, just because I kind of feel like it. Because I have Tuesday off this week. Work schedule's weird because of Black Friday crap. All other streams are going to go as normal. So that means Friday, Fantasy Friday. I might not do the matinee show that day, so that's the only thing that's up in the air. Saturday will be more Stratter Day. Sunday, Fun Day, and Modern Monday, all the same. Also, I will be back tomorrow evening for Sunday Fun Day with more Harvestella. We started moving on in that game, and as far as the story goes, but we're still within the first season, so we'll see how everything goes. Also, there's apparently great fairies. Wonderful. Also, don't forget, you can find me obviously here at Twitch at FlyingTBarC, but I also have YouTube and a Twitter. So, Twitter, I will post updates to certain announcements, or not, yes, announcements, and um, as well as when I'm starting my streams and stuff. Might start doing some polls on like what game should I play next, depending on what goes on with what games. And yeah, we'll see if I start up any other social media stuff. Let's go ahead and do a raid. We'll go with. I haven't rated this person. They were actually a raid I had a while ago. We're gonna go to Gee Natters. So we're gonna start that raid. 3, 2, 1, go!